Good morning.
Good morning, South Florida. This is South Florida Business Today Show, and now you've been anxiously awaiting your favorite segment, which is Art Talk with the lovely and talented Susana Vega. Susana.
Good morning, Anthony. How are you? Great morning here again, once again in the magical city of Miami.
I heard it was snowing somewhere in North Dade. Is that true?
I don't think so. No, not on my part, at least. I don't know. I have to tell you, this is a fabulous show. We're always bringing you everything from the red carpet to the canvas. And I have a fabulous guest. I mean, this diva, Miss ELAINE LANCASTER, who is, I mean, she is Miami. She is everything of the diversity, the magic that is in the city, the colors, everything is Miss ELAINE LANCASTER. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning here in Miami?
I'm doing beautiful. Isn't it a gorgeous day today?
It's absolutely gorgeous. And let me tell you, you are all over the place. I just love you. I've been watching. I have to tell you, I know you probably hear this everywhere. And, you know, here goes one more. I love you on Bravo Housewives of Miami. I have to tell you, I am a fan, even though I love you with all the other works that you do. But just a quick shout out to the fans out there in the biz. Miss ELAINE LANCASTER is part of the cast of Bravo Housewives because she does so much more than that. She is part of our city in giving back to some of the most major philanthropies, raising in her tenure of a couple of decades, I believe, at least one decade that I know of over $20 million in philanthropy, including the Black Gala with Leah Black, your best friend, and we all know that. And also, you've been with Sparkle. You have been the Grand Marshal twice in a row with Art Deco Weekend. And you've also have been, I think, going on 15 years, correct me if I'm wrong, as the MC host for the Winter White Party.
That's correct. God, can't believe all the stuff I've done.
I know. I'm telling you.
It just seemed like yesterday when you got started, right?
It does. I mean, you don't really realize how far you've come until you stop on that journey of the mountain and look back and see how far you've come. And I still have a long way to go, but I'm having a ball doing it.
Oh, great.
I got to tell you, and we're having a ball watching you doing it. And we also got to tell you, thank you so much for all the children that you help and for all the less undeserved that you help. I mean, I got to, you know how I am with philanthropy and charity too. I mean, you're an unsung hero for this community. And I got to tell you, you're an amazing, amazing person. I've seen you at it. I could be a testimonial there. You give it all you got. You give it all heart and all soul. And that's what we love about you, Miss ELAINE. And I want to tell you something. I want you to talk about some of the great projects you're doing. I know that I have the honor to say that the Art Experience is an organization that I run, bringing art to the community. And we do it in different formats from tours. And we have the pleasure to say that on February 9th, Miss ELAINE LANCASTER will be the private curator along with moi for about a limited seats, about 50 special people that will be able to gallery walk with Miss ELAINE. Tell us some more exciting things about you, because you're a canvas. You're an amazing piece of work of art yourself.
Yeah, you're right. I am a piece of work.
I was gonna butt in there when she said that to you. You're a piece of work. That's got to be an expression my mother used to use back in New York. Yeah, you're a real piece of work, Anthony. I remember those days right the top yesterday. You're a real piece of work.
That I am. No, I mean, you know, I don't know. I just love what I do, and I guess that it just comes through as artistic. I do look at myself as a creation, a canvas that I sort of wipe out and recreate my own image on it, and it's a walking, talking piece of work where I just take it on exhibition. In fact, I'm going to Paris this week to do something for Chopard Jewelry, and you know, I'm just lucky. I'm just very, very fortunate that I created this character out of thin air 15 years ago when I moved to Miami on July 15th, 1997, to work for Versace, which unfortunately was the very same day he was murdered.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy.
ELAINE, let me ask you, when I listen to actors being interviewed by certain interview hosts on public network radio stations, NPR and whatnot, they all single out, and they say this one question I'm going to ask you. What would be the the most enjoyable thing? If you had to pick one, of course you do a lot of things, but everybody has that one thing that they really love what they do, whether it be, you know, and I want you to try and single it out for the listening audience. What would be, if you only had to pick one thing, what would be the greatest passion that you have?
Just making people smile. I mean, I know it sounds sort of cheesy, but I think of myself as somewhat of a glamorous clown. Not to belittle it, but I think my purpose and my role is somewhat similar. Just to make people, you know, lift the stresses and the strains of the day and just to sort of escape and have fun. Because after all, if I can put on a wig and go around and have a good time, why can't people have a good time in their daily lives?
Right. Well, it's not silly. That happens to be, you know, and so what you do is you use a lot of different parts of your craft to make that one single thing happen, and that's terrific.
I actually have. Go ahead, Elaine. Sorry.
I'm just saying it's. I hopefully make it look effortless. People don't realize the man behind the woman, but being on the show, The Real Housewives of Miami, season 1 and season 2, has given people a glimpse behind the camera, so to speak, behind the man, or of the man behind the woman, which I never really wanted to do. I wanted to keep them two very separate and distinctive, and, you know, so the illusion would always come through. But by doing so, people see all the hard work that goes into it. I don't wake up looking like that. You know, I have 3 wigs that I have compiled and sewn together to place on my head, and all the makeup and the body pads, and it's a lot of work.
I certainly can attest to that. You helped me last year with MAC Cosmetics. We did a wonderful, wonderful charity event for MAC, and it was an unbelievable event. I took you to one of my friends, and I think he loves you, Peter, from Color Lab and Lab Miami. And so he did this wonderful wig, and I went to your house, and it was a museum. I mean, literally, you need to be a tour stop on my tour, because it is an absolute museum of just her jewelry. And Elaine creates all these things too. I mean, she just doesn't go into a store. I mean, she is an artist herself. I mean, she sees what she wants to be for the role. And I went to Elaine, and you were so sweet. And I mean, I love you for that. She didn't even hesitate once. She said, Susana, if it's for this type of charity and it's going to give back this and bring presence to and awareness and empower this, I'm on the bus. Don't even think about it twice. And I really love that.